Welcome back to Divinity 648. This is the bedroom conversation for Taurus, current energy. There's a lot of energy, actually. So, the first set of energy that's coming through is there's a masculine figure who is absolutely in love with their partner's rear end, right? Meanwhile, their partner is in their thoughts because they're not understanding why the dynamic is the way that it is, right? So they don't even realize um, completely who they are. They're kind of focused on their money. They're focused on justice. They're focused on external situations, so their mind is somewhat blinded to just how much person A feels for them. And believe it or not, no matter what happens or what they're focusing on, that allows them to be distracted from the fact that you or the masculine energy here is, you know, person A will be called the one who's got this admiration for person B's figure, especially the rear end. Person B will be the one that has the rear end, okay? I don't want to call anybody masculine because um, I don't want you guys to get stuck on roles. So person A is uh really, really loves person B, especially the way that they are shaped. Maybe not all of their shape, but there's some significant characters, traits, and characteristics of their person that they're just not able to see their way around. And meanwhile, person B is focused on external influences like their money, their goals, their thoughts. Some of them have been battling an X on an energetic level. Someone who did not want to see A and B together. So while person A is infatuated with person B's body, they fail to realize that above all of those external influences, all they think about is the way that person A makes person B feel. The level of intimacy and passion between A and B has some external parties a little envious, a little jealous. Some of them may have resulted to undesirable measures in order to obtain things to go in their favor. But unfortunately, person B definitely knew how to maintain their energy, cleanse their energy, and keep things balanced, believe it or not. This person, there's something significant about the feet, whether they like to be barefoot, whether there's something on it. It's up to you to decide. But this person is absolutely in love with person A as well, and they do feel bound to them. And this isn't due to external influences. This is actually just due to the fact that they are uh, soul partners. Um, I do feel like person A and B may have it's person B may be pregnant or is about to get pregnant. It is advisable to keep that to yourself, especially while um, things are still working their way through, right? It's like both of you want this, both of you have manifested it, both of you have requested it. While one works with moon energy, the other works with water energy or is very fluid with the way that they can manipulate energy. So, yeah, it's almost like, listen, person A, I feel like person A was the person in the love triangle. I don't feel like it was person B, but again, I could be wrong. This is a shift of energy. But I do see that one person who is intimate with the external person of that AB dynamic, so we'll call that person C, A is not able to get completely comfortable or completely um, physical as they do with person B, right? It's kind of a different um, level of energy, and you know, A is no longer able to maintain C and B. A is leaning more favorable towards B because of that sensual um, connection that it doesn't exist anywhere else. So while that is going on, there's a strong possibility that external influence, in addition to what was coming in from person B's ex or past, I feel like person A's past, just to be spiteful, and more than one person from the past may have been pushing some external influences forward. And this is because nobody likes to see people very happy and fruitful and abundant, right? Again, pregnancy, if there is a pregnancy going on, it is being kept secret. If you are not the one pregnant, then you can do some reflecting and some conversations with someone. Um, but in all honesty, if you're not pregnant, I think you're about to become pregnant, which is going to be taking place either right after person C is removed from the dynamic or at the same exact time. Um, and that's because person A has been sneaking from person C, like trying to sneak away from them in order to come to person B with a more desirable level of commitment. And that's because person B does not do or dabble in things they have no business in. Um, Newsflash. How you get your person is how you lose your person. If you are dabbling in dark arts in any way, somehow, some way, divine order will come in and kick ass, especially with the way that the moon energy affects everyone. And I do see person A going towards their person B. I do see person A pursuing the one that lights that fire within them, the one that feels like no matter what they do, they can't be without them. They feel bound to one another. Again, if there is a pregnancy that comes, I do recommend keeping it quiet until you can't physically silence it anymore. Um, People are going to see what you have and they're going to want it. Person B definitely makes person A feel like a king, kind of leaves them off to the side, like I don't even know what to do with myself. And because of that, the way that they radiate towards person B kind of leaves everybody else feeling some type of way, questioning if person B is doing something to person A in order to keep them bound. But in all actuality, they're just twin flames. Um, Something for person A to realize is that you do intimidate person B. It doesn't come off that way. If anything, it feels the other way around, but it's definitely not. You 100% make them feel vulnerable, and you bring out that sexual appetite out of them as well. I do see person A rushing in pretty quickly to get some information to person B about the intentions. It's almost as if you guys are going to have a sit down over a meal, or just one may be eating when the other one shows up to have that conversation. Again, I don't feel like this is a toxic union or a toxic situation. I do feel like person B has been tempted on more than one occasion to go in a different direction, but every time um, the opportunities come up, person B just kind of, passes it up. They're smitten. They're infatuated with their person A just as much as A is with them, which is person B. They're patient, they're waiting, they're frustrated, but they're waiting. There's nobody else for the other person at all. And things are moving a little slower than they'd like. I feel like person A has this anxiety or this insecurity of some kind where they feel like person B might actually physically go, goodness, if person B did venture off and go entertain another individual, I think it would be the death of that other individual. I don't think A would tolerate it or stand for it, or even allow the opportunity. Uh, yeah, there's something going on with the feet too. So there's something significant. And this person wants to tell you, they've actually tried to tell you, they don't know how to tell you, they've lost sleep because they're trying to explain to you how you make them feel, how they want to give you a child. Some of you might have, person B may have thought something completely different than what it actually has been, which has left them feeling some type of way towards person A. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because it kind of smartened person A up a little bit to move a little bit faster to bring in that committed relationship offer that is necessary if person A does want to be or keep person B around a bit longer. Person B, just to clarify, is radiating Empress energy, and I mean like abundantly. Like there's just no in between. There's no pure Empress energy. It's like, do not approach unless you are being sought for, or lessons and consequences will be delivered. That's the type of nurturing but disciplinary. It's very balanced, very fluid, very transparent type of energy. It goes from motherly nurturing to I can dismantle everything that you think holds your foundation in place in a matter of seconds. And you won't even know until months or years later when everything's crumbling down from underneath you. Very fierce energy. Um, this has person B almost at a position where they're slowly starting to just walk away. um, I feel like that's when person A actually gets that motivation to get